Welcome back to News Channel 8. If you live in the South Pinellas County area, Pinellas Bayway Bridge eastbound now has a new span. Of course, there's an ongoing project that should be completed next year, summertime, where they have a completely new Pinellas Bayway. But starting today, eastbound traffic will be using the new span. And about 3 weeks from now, looks like they might be using the westbound span. So just keep that in mind in the area. Meanwhile, great drive throughout 275 and across the Skyway Bridge. That's a look at the roadways. Now let's check in with news.
A mosquito warning to tell you about this morning. Hillsborough County has its first human case of eastern equine encephalitis. This is the first human case of the mosquito-borne virus since 2010. Experts say triple E this early in the year is not surprising given the mild winter we've had. The health department advises everyone to take the usual precautions, using repellent with DEET and remove any standing water. New this morning, a recall involving blood glucose meters. Johnson & Johnson is recalling 2 million one-touch Vireo IQ blood glucose meters. Here's the problem. The meters do not provide a warning when a diabetic's blood sugar level is dangerously high. Instead, the meters turn off. To get a replacement meter, you should call 1-800-717-0276. Again, the number is 800-717-0276.
Today is Alert Day for the American Diabetes Association. It's a day that encourages people to take a very simple 1-minute test to determine their risk for diabetes. Now, I did talk to a Bay Area woman with diabetes, and now she's doing something else that she's hoping will help others in the fight for a cure.
You've got to be committed.
Darlene White has lived with diabetes for the past 40 years. She's among nearly 26 million children and adults here in the United States who live with diabetes, and some 7 million of them don't even know it.
The earlier you find out, the earlier you start eating right, exercising, stress management.
Recent statistics show some 79 million people, or 1 in 3 Americans, have pre-diabetes, and that puts them at high risk for developing type 2 diabetes.
When you think that you're going to have that many diabetics, we need to get healthier.
The American Diabetes Association is working very hard to make that happen and fight for a cure. One way they're doing that, the annual Tour de Cure. This is a YouTube video of the 2011 event. It's a bike ride in Lakewood Ranch for cyclists of all levels. And for the first time ever, Darlene is taking part. And it's not too late for you to sign up. There's several routes to do. 100 miles, 62 miles, 35 miles, and for those of us who are a little less skilled and a little less adventurous, a 10-mile family fun ride.
I see this as a vehicle to get communities healthy. Just the mission itself to improve the lives of people with diabetes.
And Darlene is one of them. She's been training to ride the tour, her very first one, and make a difference for herself and millions of people just like her. And you can log on to WFLA.com right now and take that test. Just click the banner at the top of the page. Also, if you still have questions, we're going to have a phone bank set up here today at News Channel 8. Just watch from 5 p.m. until 7 to get the number to call and ask the experts your questions.
And you're going to be burning the candle at both ends because you'll be here tonight for that because it's near and dear to your heart.
Absolutely. My great-grandmother had diabetes. My mother is type 2 diabetic, so it's something that I work for diligently. So, yes, I'll be back this afternoon. With a coat, apparently, because it's going to be cold.
Yep, you'll need that coat all day today because our high temperature is only expected to be 61 degrees. Now, look back in the archives this year. Only 2 other times have we been this cold or colder. On January 4th, we were at 61. On March 2nd, we had a high of 60 degrees. So we will feel much more winter-like today than we did pretty much all winter long. Record lows expected tonight. There is already a freeze watch for Citrus and Hernando County, so take care of the plants and, of course, bring the pets inside. Very dry, very low humidity, which means no rainfall through most of the work week and into the weekend. Speaking of, we finally get back to average, but it takes us all the way until Easter Sunday to reach 78 degrees again. There certainly is a winter feel out there with that dry air. The wind is out there. 50 degrees at 9 a.m. It's going to stay cool and breezy all day. I don't think it's going to be quite as windy as yesterday, but the temperatures will be lower than they were yesterday. 56 degrees at noon, only a high of 61 degrees. We may see just a few passing clouds, especially near the coast. Big Monkey and Crystal Beach, our weather watcher there checked in cool at 57 degrees, and we are seeing these temperatures dropping right now. We're down to 50 in Plant City. We're down to 43 in Crystal River and in Homosassa. Tampa's down to 51. Bartow's at 51, Lakeland's at 46. You couple those low temperatures with strong winds from the north, and yeah, you'll need to bundle up. 13-mile-per-hour winds in Clearwater, 14 in Lakeland, 10 miles per hour in Brooksville, 12 miles per hour in Ruskin, and that is pulling air straight down from Canada. Look at the jet stream. It has taken a huge dip across most of America. We're seeing 20 in Wichita right now, 32 in Atlanta. They had some snow showers just north of Atlanta yesterday, 39 in New York City. It's dry for the most part, but boy, is it cold for the first week of spring. Now, we did see this area of low pressure bring a lot of snowfall to the northeast. That has pulled out into the Atlantic, so the snow is ending there, but we still have a light dusting in places like West Virginia through the Midwest, as far south again as Tennessee. Here's the cold front. It finally has pushed south past the state of Florida, so it's still breezy as that colder air just filters on in. So a day today with highs running about 15 degrees below average. When you get that cold air to spread over the relatively warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico, that's what could pick up and create a few clouds. We're leaving in a few clouds, especially near the coast in our forecast. The high today of only 61 and still breezy, so probably feeling more like the upper 50s through the afternoon. 55 degrees this evening, a low of 40, but again, that's in Tampa. Inland areas expect mid-30s, northern areas low 30s. Thankfully, this will be the coldest of the nights. It's just going to be a slow warming trend, though. 65 Wednesday, 70 Thursday. It takes us all the way to Sunday, even to get back to average, which is 78 degrees. So not only do we not expect this cold conditions, we certainly don't expect it to last 5 days.
Right. Usually we have snaps of cold weather.
All right, thanks so much. Appreciate it. It's 6:20.
Could St. Pete's old YMCA be the next hottest music venue in the Bay Area? One local group is hoping so.
And the USF women's basketball team takes a 2 seed into overtime. We're going to show you how the game ends coming up at 6:25. And in the next half hour, an undercover sex sting that's 35 arrests, including a high school teacher. You're watching News Channel 8 Today.